and welcome to the live stream of the Forge Breakers Forge Breakers FB Cup match this evening, and also the draw. We're going to be drawing the balls first. So our two players for this evening, MATdub and MoltenPhoenix, will be doing that. MATdub will draw the home foot teams and MoltenPhoenix will draw the away teams. We have 32 brightly coloured balls. MATdub, if you would please first. 7. That will be X-Skater Steve. He has got a Norse team from Division 3. And they will be up against
13.
Number 13, that's Keith McFrenzy's Division 2 Chaos Renegades. So that's Dark Elves versus Chaos Renegades. Sorry, Norse versus the Chaos Renegades. Matt. Oh.
Number 32.
Number 32, that is me and my half team. and I will be playing.
Number 11.
Number 11, Gem Jars Dwarves. I'm very excited about that one. He's got a death roller and everything, so it'll be lots of fun.
Number 14.
Number 14, that's King Barrington and his Division 2 skating team, and they'll be up against
28.
Number 28, that's Soybeans Orcs, that's an all Division 2. Number 3, that is Bob Tabas and the Undead team. Number 2, that's Big Dunk Skaven, so that's Division 1 versus Division 3. Interesting matchup, that one.
Number 8.
Number 8, that is Fighter of the Nightman, that's Chaos Dwarfs from Division 1, recently promoted.
20.
Against number 20, that's Nithalius as Orcs, and they're also Division 1. They lost in the semi-finals of the playoffs.
21.
21, that is Not a Goth, a new team this season, the Dark Elves, Division 3.
Number 15.
Up against number 15, that's Kurnos' Amazons, that's an all Division 3 affair.
Number 27.
Number 27, that is Sam G and the OWA team from Division 3.
Number 4.
Up against Cole and the Vampires, Division 1. That's a big giant killing opportunity there. 2, that's Petey Poo. Against number 12, that's Jumping Jackalopes, Division 3 Dark Elves. So Dwarves versus Dark Elves there.
Number 31.
Number 31, that's the 1-9. Against number 1, that's Banjo Unchained and his Wood Elves. Interesting game. That's
Number 9.
Number 9, that's Garland Sunborn's Ogres from Division 3.
25.
And they'll be up against Podnuts' High Elves, also from Division 3.
Number 17.
17, that's Matt Porridge's Division 1 Human at the top flight.
19.
And they'll be up against Molten. Pulling yourself out of the box.
Number 29.
29, that's Selfie's Lizards from Division 3. Against number 18, that is MATdub's Goblins. So you pull both of you out.
Number 10.
Number 10, that's Stuart's Wood Elves.
16.
Number 16, that is Lovett and his Dark Elves from Division 3.
Number 5.
Number 5, that's Dabble, that's Dark Elves from Division 3.
23.
23 is Pete Marlowe's Humans from Division 2. They got relegated this season.
That's nice. 26.
26, that is Ron Albinio's Norse, Division 1 side.
Number 6.
Against number 6, that is Doglabro's Gnome team going in Division 2 this season. That could be an interesting matchup.
Number 24.
Number 24, that is Follis, his Chaos Dwarfs. He's my partner this evening in commentary, and he'll be up against Silent Sparky's Lizards from Division 3. So that's a Division 1 versus Division 3 matchup.
Empty.
And that should be all of them. Can we confirm that, producer? Excellent. So, those matches will be played over the next 5 weeks, I believe. Everything's going to be on the website so you can see when you have the deadline box. Sorry? Ah, yes, I forgot to mention that. For this round, everybody's been sort of playing on a snotling pitch, or essentially a well. There'll be a special ball rule where the book will be in play. So basically, if you're the kicking team, you get some control over the exclamation mark ball, and the rule should pop up if you haven't got your own copy of Dead Zone. But yeah, all sorts of things could happen in these games.
So go to an interval.
Yeah, we're going to have an interval. And we'll be kicking off the game very soon. But yeah, in the meantime, sit tight. Match will start soon. Corn versus Goblins with these two. So we're going to get them comfortable, get them set up, and then we'll get the stream going. So cheers.
Grab a beer.
using his petty cash to induce Morgan Thorg, as you do. He's
Is that
decided.
better for audio?
Is that any better? Can you hear us now?
Yep, better.
Okay, sorry. So, hello again. I'm Yellow Ox. This isn't Follis. This is Banjo. But Follis will be with us shortly, and Banjo is our producer today. So, hopefully you can see the screen, which tells you the two teams that are there. As you can probably see, Matthew Sneaky gets 380k down. So that's how much petty cash he's got to spend on this game, which is, what you'd expect as goblins. What you might not expect is that Matthew has decided to take Morgan Thorg and nothing else. But, well, you don't know really with Matt. I suppose that's his choice. But yeah, so MATdub is going with Morgan Thorg for this game. Unless he's changed his mind. So let's have a look at the teams.
Match roster.
So this is the roster for the Goblins. Now Matt lost one of his trolls last game. Sadly, MATdub's block guard troll got a movement down in the last game, and he failed the regen roll. So Matt is on one troll for this game. He's got a loony, no frills there. He's got a fanatic with mighty blows, stand firm, and guard, which is very tasty, but it's 110k. Quite an expensive fanatic, but no bribes at the moment if he's just taking more. But yeah, it's a good fanatic. His hooligan, as you'd expect, has sneaky git. He's got a jump up goblin. He's got a sneaky git defensive goblin, and then he's got some other goblins. He hasn't gone with a pergola, which I sort of agree with. But yeah, we're just looking at what he's got there. It's very good. He's only got 11 guys available for this team, and he's adding, he's adding more for this. So, what do you think of that one, Dan? What do you think of Matt's team?
I hope he gets his ass handed to him.
There we go. Very nice, very nice. So let's have a look at the Bloody Fists, the Corn team. So we've got a Bloodseeker with Block Brawler Stand Firm. We've got another Bloodseeker with Block Mighty Blow. We've got a Bloodseeker with Mighty Blow Pro Wrestle. We've got a Bloodseeker with Mighty Blow Shadowing. There's a lot of random stuff that came out of this team. This team got promoted last season from Division 2 to Division 1. So what we've got for you tonight is a Division 1 match. But yeah, they got promoted last season. Did very well to do so. And I think they came up via the playoffs, didn't they, Dan? Yeah. They came at the expense of the human team that we had in.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then he's got a Corn Gore at the bottom with Sure Hands, Block and Brawler, which is very tasty. But he's also got an AV down, which is a bit meh. Oh well.
League table.
We'll go to the league table. Let's have a look where they are. Very early in the season, which is why I'm bottom of the league. I haven't played one game. But currently these two are second and third bottom of the league, so they'll be looking to move up after this match here, and one of them will, or at least one of them will. They both might if they get a draw, but yeah, we'll see how they get on. Is there anything going on around the grounds at the moment? Shall we have a look at that quickly?
See if that works.
So currently around the grounds, where are we? So we've got these live scores.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So the Lost Boys against the Herzer Foundation are currently 0-0. That will be taking place at Bargammons. And the Undernon Warclaws versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're at 0-0 as well. The other games that are currently up there are all results.
Yeah.
So yes, without further ado, shall we introduce Follis?
Follis is here.
He's here.
Yeah, we're going to go to a quick interlude again whilst I just swap out with him. It won't be as long as the last one, with maybe 30 seconds or so. And then we'll get on with the game. So, back in a moment.
Hello again, everybody. So I'm here now with Follis.
Very nice to meet you, everyone. Apologies for my delayed appearance. Very looking forward to this matchup tonight.
So Follis was the first champion that we had in the Forge Breakers League in the last year.
Season 1.
Season one was Follis was our first ever champ. So and he did that with Amazons.
Amazons, yes.
Last season he played Corn, didn't you?
I did indeed. So I had a little bit of insight into Tom's strategy tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully
we can figure it out. And obviously, I do like a bit of goblining, so I might help with that a bit. But I have no idea how to play Corn. So we'll see. We'll just be looking at that. You'll see on the screen we've got some handy markers here. So this here is the blitz marker, and this here is the foul marker. And this here we're using that's the passing marker, which I think is also going to be used for throw teammate. So we'll be able to tell you guys when actions are taking place. That's the point behind that.
Perfect. Interesting team compositions tonight.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
I'm a bit surprised at the lack of guard on the Corn team.
Well, I think the reason for that is Tom's very much gone. MoltenPhoenix has very much gone with random skill selections. He's kept his TV low. There's a lot of random skills in his team. But it was good enough to get him promoted.
Interesting strategy. It was indeed, yes. And I actually played Tom in my previous league game. Very good player. He was slightly unlucky in that game. But I think we'll be seeing a good use of the mighty Bloodseekers tonight.
Yeah, we could well be doing. But I don't know if you noticed that there's a 380k TV difference.
I see.
So this here is what MATdub has paid for Morgan Thorg to join his team for the match. So there'll be Mighty Blow +2 on the Goblin side.
My word. So, speaking as the Goblin player or as a Goblin coach, what would be your strategy?
Well, I wouldn't have taken Morg for this one, and the reason for that is because my favourite player on our Goblin team is always going to be the Fanatic. He's got a very good Fanatic. He's not got any bribes. He can't afford any bribes to keep the Fanatic on the pitch. So
interesting.
I think that's one thing that I would have done differently. I would have probably taken Ripper and a couple of bribes rather than Morg. But there's no right or wrong way around doing it. Really, it's just what you feel best about doing it. And I guess that's what his option was. Let's see if it works for him. He's done very well with Goblins in the past. Yeah.
Perfect. So Tom has won the kickoff and he's chosen to receive. So,
yeah, that's always a good shout when you're playing against Goblins, is to receive the ball. And the ball's going in the sweet spot.
Hopefully he's going to try and get
It's not a great kick, just a 2.
So MoltenPhoenix will be looking to get some early removals here.
Was that brilliant coaching? I believe that's brilliant coaching.
Let's check. Brilliant coaching indeed.
And an extra reroll for Corn.
I'd be needing that.
That's 5 rerolls now. It's not a great kick.
It's very easy for the sure hands Corngor to pick up.
Nice to see them shake hands at the beginning, like you should.
Especially in a death match like this one.
Indeed. Probably just as is mentioned that Morg isn't excellent against AV8 without bench. Yeah, very true. He is, but I mean, this is going to be about whether or not the Goblins can stay alive. I think in a lot of ways. He's left the chainsaw on the bench, which I think is probably. I don't know. I mean,
I tend to like a chainsaw
on defence.
On offence, actually.
Well, I like it on defence, but I like it on defence as well. But that's why I like bribes. But it's the not having.
A big block to start there. With the re-roll, Morg is down.
It's not enough, is it? Oh, it's 9. No. He hasn't got any claw on his team.
Prone. Wow, that could have been a huge result. Will we see a gang foul?
Well, we'll find out.
I think.
Is it worth it? Maybe.
I mean, if you have so much TV wrapped up in one player.
That's the other point about getting more. So, hit coming on the troll. Just a push.
First turn removal would have been nasty, possibly even a concession.
I don't think. Nah, you're never going to get him to concede. Not on tabletop. You'd never live it down.
So, one strategy as the corn player would, I think I saw that he had a stand firm Bloodseeker there, and one thing that I was possibly considering was to simply just babysit the troll or babysit Morg, take the hits and protect those weaker AV8 players.
So Fuzz is asking where Morg is. Morg is prone. This coin is being used for the prone big guy.
So maybe we can draw just on the screen here what you think the ideal sort of position would be for Tom this turn. I mean, I'm not sure he's going to be able to get a full cage here, but maybe you could set up some sort of screen in front.
I think that's what you're looking for doing. I think you want to put players sort of in these squares here. This is the blitz.
Is he clearing out?
Can't see the.
Clearing out a goblin. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised for a foul here. Oh, yeah. And that is a KO.
He's already taken out the fanatic. The fanatic's gone.
Humongous first turn for Tom here.
Yeah, that's big. But then if you put a fanatic on defence, that's what could well happen.
I mean,
that's why I would probably have elected to put the chainsaw on personally, rather than the fanatic.
But to have such a strong line of scrimmage just taken out by the corn team in the very first turn.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, the thing is that Morg's getting up. I think the fanatic isn't going to be the star of the show today. He's taken Morg for a reason. But yeah, I think putting the fanatic out on defence maybe not the right thing to do. He's doing a blitz with Morg, isn't he?
Straight up.
Really, you should be taking the blitz marker off of the other team. There we go. Let's have a look. That looks like a POW.
A POW.
Well, it's a defender stumbles, but good enough when there's no dodge.
But on a Bloodseeker though, so he's going to need an 8 here.
He's got a 7.
Not good enough.
Not quite good enough this time.
And he's left Morg in base contact. Well, inevitable really, but just to point out that he probably will be hit again next turn.
Troll getting a block in. Looks like he's failed the really stupid. And he's got the knockdown. Oh. Guard Troll moving in. I think this is where we're going to see some... Mighty Blow will take that through.
Yeah. Can we see a third?
No, just a stun. But I suspect we'll see a gang foul.
Now, considering whether he can tag the ball carrier here.
He's doing the rush.
Now, would you have gone for that, tagging the ball carrier there, Tony?
It's early. It's very early, but maybe. I think it's not. The thing is that with the blitz being on with Morg here, he's gone. He hasn't really committed to any sort of play. He's decided, right, well, I'm going to do this hit with Morg to see if I can get a removal, and then I'm going to go and tag the ball to be awkward. It's not a bad idea because it forces MoltenPhoenix to do the blitz back here, and it's going to move somebody out of position back here. But here comes the foul.
Or could you simply just block that goblin with your, you have a 2 dice with block, potentially a removal, with the risk that you leave a blitz on your ball carrier the next turn.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
That's not a bad turn from the Goblins, this.
It's not terrible, but he didn't get the removal that he wanted.
He did not.
I think we're going to need to ask MoltenPhoenix to switch his dice out for something that we can see.
Straight block there. And is that through? I think that's through. Yes, that's what I was worried about that. So a stun on the Goblin tagging the ball carrier there. Now, will we see another attempted hit on Morg?
Well, certainly possible.
Korn already a player up. So if anyone watching the stream has any comments on who they think is in a better position, who they think is going to take the upper hand here, then we'd love to know. Doesn't look as though we're seeing a Morg block now. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it looks like a great start for the Goblins. Yeah, I think I agree. I think at the moment Korn looked to be in a good spot here, especially with that early removal. If we can start seeing the casualties mount up, and it may start to become a bit of an uphill battle for the Goblins. Both quite boom or bust teams, aren't they, Goblins?
Absolutely.
And Korn. I think once things start going well, you start to get a much easier game, and then
they can both snowball. I mean, this game could be won or lost in the first 4 or 5 turns.
Mm-hmm.
Doggy Bro's saying his money's on Korn.
Oh, here we go. I think this is going to be another hit on Morg. I mean, such a threat. Okay, so that's a 2 dice into a 1 there?
Potentially. It does look like it might be defender stumbles. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And into some further players rather than away from them, so potentially also looking for a foul.
It's an armour break
It's
on
an
Morg.
armour break, and that is without Mighty Blow as well.
Thick Skull will keep him on the pitch.
Thick Skull will. What?
That was very, very concerning for the Goblins.
Absolutely.
I think MATdub he'll have been having kittens for a moment. That was very worrying indeed. But we know that Morg won't be blitzing next turn.
We won't. Now, what do you do here? Do you get some forward momentum and just leave a player on the stunned Morg, take him out of the game positionally, or do you try and foul him out?
I think fouling is going to be challenging. There's still Goblins around here, so you're not going to be able to get assists here, which is what you're going to be wanting to do. If you can put the assists in here and here, then maybe it's worth a foul. But because you've got these 2 Goblins here, it's going to be tricky.
It is indeed. And now Korn really dominating the centre of the pitch here. The Troll is making a block. Or a pow there from the Troll on an AV8 piece.
Mighty Blow will take it through then.
Mighty Blow.
And it's just a stun.
Yeah, I think the Goblins will really need some removals here to.
I think they will. I mean, if they want to get, well, at the moment they're only a player down, which isn't. It's not disastrous. But yeah, absolutely. Is that another rush? Yeah, he's just moving in there. Is he going to plan? Well, yeah, he can't blitz with Morg, so the blitz has got to come somewhere. Is he going to try and blitz the ball carrier here, maybe?
You get a 1 dice here. I think this is what Matt is known for. These crazy plays where you can see blitzes, high risk blitzes.
I mean, it's not that crazy. In fact, it does look like he might not be going for. Well, unless he's not used the blitz marker. No, he is. He is blitzing here. Oh no, he's going to blitz with the hooligan. He's going to blitz with the hooligan. by the looks of it.
And a 2 die on the ball. Well played from Matt there.
That could be big. He gets the foul. Oh.
Now. Gosh, that troll block just completely opened up the centre and allowed a blitz straight through the middle.
I didn't see an armour roll there. Was there an armour roll there? No, I think they did the armour roll after the bounce, not quite right. And it's a KO on the ball carrier.
KO
wow.
on his one ball carrier.
That's quite a result for the Goblins there. Good turn for the Goblins here.
Maybe the threat of Morg was actually more potent than Morg itself, having concentrating those four.
Concentrating on that's a lot of
4 players to take Morg out and leaving a hole in the centre. And the ball has been recovered.
He's got it. The Goblins have managed to get that ball. Oh, he's using a reroll on a failed rush there by the looks of it. Makes the reroll, and he's going to do another rush.
What a turnaround! A reroll pickup. And here, that is...
Looks like he's going to try and get this Goblin round here to fill this gap here.
Absolutely. It's not a full screen, but it's not a bad one.
Oh, he wants to put the... Oh, he was planning on fouling this guy, but he forgot that this guy's actually on his team. Well, this is Goblins for you.
Yeah, foul everything and anything.
But he is going to try and come around here and complete that screen.
Well played.
Yeah, he's got these 3 Goblins here just providing tackle zones all across here.
Classic. 2 squares apart.
This is going to be very difficult now.
With the stun ball carrier, I don't see a way to... How do you even get past that screen? I mean...
I think the commitment... The commitment to getting Morg down is what's really cost MoltenPhoenix here. And it's given the Goblins a great chance to steal the ball, go 1-0 up. I mean, the thing is that now he's not got any secret weapons on the pitch anyway. So
why not score?
Why not? I mean, the thing is, it does force him to bring the chainsaw on in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can stall it out a bit, great.
I mean, an advantage to stalling, you have, you can potentially deny a KO roll to bring his ball carrier back. I wouldn't see any disadvantage in at least attempting. You have a nice area here in the bottom right side of the pitch where you can run to.
Yeah, I mean, literally, he could be playing it in the corner,
Smaller and smaller cages.
And you've got all of these Goblins here that they're just all ready to provide this cage down in this corner here somewhere.
Exactly.
So it's very, very possible.
Any drinks? People don't drink anything.
So what does MoltenPhoenix do here?
I think he's going to have to just put pressure on. There's no other. He's just going to need to try and reposition. I mean, he could just say, we want to serve this Goblin here.
Yeah,
right.
That would seem the prime target for the blitz, wouldn't it?
And just try and get as much attrition going as possible. I think that's the opportunity there. Is just go right. We'll go in here, blitz this guy, but that's not what's happening. What's happening here?
A blitz.
He's doing this block here.
Okay.
Which he's managed to get the power on this Goblin here. No armour break. As a Goblin coach, whenever you see it, like a 4 or something on an armour roll, you always breathe a big sigh of relief.
That's another one of my players sticking around for another turn.
Yeah, exactly. But Matt, playing this game with literally 11 players, just very balls to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what I would usually want to do. That looks like a double push.
It is getting close to the ball carrier, but not there yet.
He's got
Okay,
another
it's not a
push.
POW, but I
Is
mean,
that a POW? That's a skull.
that's a skull, and
These corn dice are quite difficult to read.
okay, brawler.
Brawler. Well, you can't use that on the blitz.
Was that a brawler on a brick?
Yeah, you can't use brawler on the blitz.
Just try and check that with the referee.
Could be pro. Good a
Could
point.
have been pro.
Could have been pro.
He did roll a d6 first, yes.
Good point, Count
point.
Fez. Good job you're all around.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going to seeing Couch Fez in Kent in a couple of weeks. We're going to the KTC for Blood and Tears.
Fantastic.
So we're going to be doing the Kent Team Championships there. That'll be great fun. MATdub will also be attending. Not on the same team as me, but we're taking 2 Blood and Tears teams.
It will
Should be quite a good weekend. That, I think I've heard very good things about the Kent Team Championships. It looks like there's some rushing going back. I think he's going to try and force the Goblins to either score or give it up.
I mean, there seems like major pressure on the ball. I'm unsure what I would have done here. I think
this is all he could do at this point. I think the Goblins have managed to get away with one.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the end of that turn.
that is indeed. I mean, basing a goblin is not adequate defense, I think.
Well, 1 in 9s happen a lot.
But even still, I think you can potentially clear out the player marking the ball.
I think it's doable. What's his plan here? Oh, he's going to blitz with Morg. Okay.
So just a confirmation, it was pro on the previous blitz.
I think we're going to hit with the troll here as well. I think because he's got his big guy so far back, Matt is just going to run off and score here if he gets the opportunity. I think he's going to try and dodge that goblin out and probably just take the touchdown because he just can't. When you can't get support from the troll and the ogre here, I think he needs to probably just go and score.
Well, taking the recommendations from the goblin coach.
I think right now it's the sensible thing to do. There's just too much other stuff going on.
I think, yeah, that's what he's planning.
It does look like he's going to go and take the 1-0. If he can make this 3+. So dodge.
Dodge with dodge makes
He's made
it.
the 3+. And he's doing a rush to get the touchdown.
He makes
1-0.
And a score.
1-0 to the Goblins. Great touchdown there.
Fantastic
Against the drive as well. What an excellent start for MATdub in this match. Turn 3, and we've already got a touchdown from the Goblins.
So we have a call here. The Fanatic is sent off.
Have we had the argue the chord dice and it failed, did it?
The argue the call failed. Yeah, that was it. It failed, and
Well,
so we have a sending off.
We have a sending off. Chainsaw will have to come on. The Looney will have to come on. But 1-0 to Matt Sneaky Gits.
Very much against the run of play as well. He saw an opportunity, took it. MoltenPhoenix was probably a bit too concerned.
He was
about
too.
Morg
I think he went after Morg a bit too much there, and I think it's cost him.
Yeah, I mean, as a novice Corn player, I that potentially just trying to babysit Corn with one of your babysit Morg with one of your AV10 players, sort of limit his ability to go after your AV8 players or your ball carrier, maybe the best option here.
Rather than trying to take him out completely.
Exactly.
Looks like it was a KO roll on the ball carrier as well there.
Oh, this is tricky.
So it's going to make things a little bit trickier. I mean, they've still got 4 rerolls versus the 2 on the Goblin side.
So just checking on Tom's MoltenPhoenix's roster, does he have anyone with any skills that could be a backup ball carrier here? You have a lineman with pro, and you have 2 linemen with block. So you would imagine you put it on one of the block ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better kick this time from the Goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Really good looking kick. A 9. Oh God. What's 9? I should have
Quick snap.
quick snap. Oh, okay. So that's not bad. That helps because he's going to be able to move a few players back. But it's a good kick. It's a very good kick.
It is indeed. So the chainsaw is now on. So we know that we're going to have a 2-man advantage at the end of this drive potentially if there's no
If there's no removals, he's put Morg on the line again. He's taking that risk that there's no 11s. Well, there already has been one, so maybe that's the only one. But yeah.
Okay, so the quick snap result was all 6 players.
Fez is asking if I've seen any of the Goblin Run on the ladder that he's been streaming. No, I haven't. I'm so sorry, Fez. I'll have a look. I will keep an eye out for those because, yeah, I do like you in my hat. So Fez streams the picture that he has on his stream is wearing my
You're famous.
my hat. Yeah.
10-11-1 with goblins.
That's impressive.
That's very impressive.
That's very, very impressive, Fez. 10-11-1? Crikey.
Okay. Oh, so the troll is getting pushed about here. Fishing for a pal, but no luck.
No power this time. Was that a 1 die?
That was a 2 die into a 1 die.
Right. You've got to be so careful with corn.
You have indeed. The frenzy traps are so easy to fall into.
Did you enjoy playing them last season?
It was an interesting experience. So going from Amazons, where everything is very controlled, you have the maneuverability, you have the ability to block where you want, and you can tend to reduce the amount of risk you take per turn, to something where after sort of 8 frenzy blocks, you have no idea where your players are going, you have no idea, you're just hoping for the removals.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting experience, not one that I'm repeating this season.
No, it's Chaos Dwarfs now,
It's Chaos Dwarves this season, seeing how they play.
I'm not ducking you, we will get that game in the next week.
Oh,
or so.
absolutely, looking forward to it.
I'm less looking forward to it because Chaos Dwarfs have never been my favourite, but I've never played against new style Chaos Dwarfs. So.
Well, I don't think they are as bad. I mean, mass tackle no longer exists. The bull centaurs are still nice.
Yeah,
nice players.
They've had a buff.
But the flame spist did nothing for me in my game against Tom, except having that extra square of movement was.
Handy,
nice,
yeah.
But not as good as block and tackle.
Whereas
we shall see.
the One Night Angels, Fighter of the Night Man.
Yes.
His Chaos Dwarf Flamesmith killed a Black Orc. An Orc Biggin in the first game.
With Breathe Fire
With
as
Breathe
well.
Fire, yeah.
So yes, I guess it could be a very useful.
It's whether or not
skill,
you can roll dice, I suppose. You roll a lot of 6s, you get a lot of kills with Flamesmiths.
Maybe I'll borrow his dice.
Well, maybe you shouldn't.
So back to the action here. A large scrum forming in the centre.
Yes, Ironheart Skin is going to make fouling the beardy kids harder. Yes, it is going to make it very hard. But I don't have a fouler on my team because I'm playing High Elves in the league. I play enough Goblins in tournaments. Maybe next year I'll play Goblins in the league.
Okay, so we don't have a ball recovery attempt yet, or even making something safe.
I'm being accused of being a tryhard now. I played Slan last season.
And he won the league with Slan. That's
It's not that tryhard. What's going on here?
oh, both down.
Puppet Justice just said that my Goblin Town membership's just been revoked for elf reasons.
So,
I'm still playing goblins at tournaments.
so this looks like a 2-die on Morg. Brawley used. So Fishy.
Oh, he's
and
got the
got the pow.
Oh, filth.
So
Morg is going down there. The prone marker will come out again.
I mean, this is good. Being able to tie up lots of. Oh, that's
No
a shame.
chance. Is it a shame?
I think our innate biases are coming out here.
Well, I like goblins. even though Matt's a nightmare when he's won.
Yeah, that was Banjo saying Yellow Ox's weakness. I think that was. I think all of my victories over you have come when you've been drinking copious amounts of beer. So maybe we could do that for the next game as well.
The thing is that I'm often drinking copious amounts of beer, so especially when I'm playing Blood Bowl. That's why I lost to Andy Darrow at Thrud as well. But no, it's...
Oh, clever! I like this. Really shoring up on that side of the pitch. Now, will he have enough speed to be able to both get the ball and make use of that space he's created?
Well, if he doesn't pick the ball up, right, the problem, is he going to pick the ball up? Yes, he
So
is.
moving over there. So
I mean, otherwise the throw teammate would have been on to just go and score, and that would have been game over. He's doing a rush here.
desperately trying to get back into this. I mean, if you get some removals as Corn and you end the half 1-1.
Oh, it's game on.
I think
it's absolutely game on.
It's certainly not an automatic loss here.
This game is by no means over. I think the MoltenPhoenix will have learned a bit from the first half so far.
Exactly.
This is his first season in Division 1. MATdub's been in there from the beginning. So first season in Division 1. MoltenPhoenix is probably just feeling his way in, and he needs to realise that the quality is a little bit higher in Division 1. Even though you're playing goblins, you need to respect that the coach is going to be a bit. The coaching level's a bit higher than maybe what you were playing last season.
There are some very, very good coaches in Division 2.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd say that mistakes are probably punished a bit more in Division 1.
That's definitely a good shout. Yeah, very good shout.
But there are some fantastic players in
all
Division
three
2.
divisions.
Yeah.
And we've got coaches that missed out on the playoffs that could have been, quite easily doing very well in Division 1. It's just a lot of it, it's going to be whether or not your dice are any good on the day. But,
exactly.
But at the same time,
that was
the
a
cream rises
chainsaw rolling a 1 and a kickback. Oh, he saved it. Okay, well that could have been big, and that is a KO.
He used a re-roll to do the kickback.
That is a big removal there.
Yes. Jordan Stone was hoping for playoffs. Well, I think this season maybe you'll make it with the gnomes, Jordan. Dr. Bro. Your gnome game against Banjo Unchained earlier in the week or last week was very entertaining. So I think, you'll get there at some point.
So we have some real pressure being applied on the ball if he doesn't get if MoltenPhoenix doesn't get it safe next turn.
I think he's gonna. I think what by moving these goblins around this sort of area here, he's forcing the
Exactly.
pawn to go into this area here, where, well, I suppose you can look to sort of pile in with Morg around here, and that's...
Is the I mean, I would still put the stand firm Bloodseeker on Morg here. Just tie him up.
Yeah, you don't want him moving around. You want to make sure you've tied Morg up.
Ex-
But then you risk this Mighty Blow +2.
You do indeed, but I mean, you do need to get a touchdown here. I mean, what? So
he's got enough time. He's not out. He's not running too low on time. He's still got another 3 turns after this one, and he's on the halfway line. Mm-hmm. It's not like he's. There's too much urgency here. No, there's no bench for the corn, Fez. You're right, there isn't. I mean, what they do need to do is make sure that they do score this half, but they don't want to give the Goblins too many turns to you know, I mean, throw teammate can go wrong.
Throw teammate.
There's only one reroll left for the Gobs, so.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to sideline Cage here. That's an incredibly bad idea against Goblins, but you need to have...
I love it when people do that. I love it when people do that. That's great. And Matt would have no problem whatsoever in doing an uphill to surf if that happened. But I don't think that MoltenPhoenix is likely to do that unless he gets very desperate.
The Troll is very nicely positioned here. You know, he's tying up 2 players that could really need to be there to you know, form the cage.
Absolutely, and I think this is the point when now you just think, well, do you know what? I'm not even going to use my Troll next turn because I don't want to risk the stupid roll.
Exactly.
If he loses his tackle zone now, that's a problem.
That would be
it. Looks like an armor break. Oh, and that's a dead. Is that a dead Goblin? Oh no. Yes, it is.
Most definitely dead.
Just a standard Gobbo.
Badly hurt, looks like.
Yes.
So registering that on tour play. So I think the viewers at home can follow along on tour play if they want. I don't know if we have the screen up there just to show the current
we can
match
show
stats.
I think this is potentially available.
Okay, maybe the team previews. Okay, never mind. But yeah, that's maybe we can get that up over.
Well, around the grounds,
over
I think we should be able to currently see that. Still 0-0 for the Lost Boys and the Herds of Function, and 1-1 for the Underknown World Claws against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Some exciting matches happening tonight. I mean, we're still early in the season, so I don't think there'll be too many ramifications for winnings and losses here, but...
well, points you get now, you're going to have to get at the end of the season.
That's very true.
That's the point, and it's important to try and throw that down. So this is the Blitz.
Oh, was that?
Oh my god, it's like Sky Sports.
Oh, so that was I think the stream just froze there, but that was a failed dodge with a reroll spent, and then we have a blitz on that poor unsuspecting Goblin lineman there.
No armor break though, it was only a 5 on the armor roll.
So we have some prone players here. Will he be able to adequately protect the ball? You know, there's only really one player in support. Maybe he's hoping that he can just weather some blitzes.
Well, if he can tie up Morg over here, I suppose the idea is that hopefully the Goblins don't dodge through here. I mean, it's going to take 3 Goblins to get a 2-die. Mm-hmm. There's only one reroll left for the Goblins for this half. I'm guessing that he's thinking, well, you know what? Hopefully, I can just plough one through down this side.
Yeah, just weather the storm, and I mean, scoring is essential here. You have 2 players KO'd. You need to score on your own drive to have any sort of chance of winning the match.
And then, oh,
Was that?
that's a troll going
troll
down.
Going down.
No armor break.
Break. But I don't. He's going to have to move a goblin to support the troll getting back up again, reliably.
I think Morg's there, isn't it?
Oh, Morg is next to him.
He's
Yes.
just there, so. So Morg will provide the.
Will provide the assist, the really
assist to
stupid
catch
roll,
up.
as he does.
Yep, no problem with that.
Now there does seem to be an easy sort of goblin blitz on the ball here.
He's doing a Morg block. He's doing the Morg block. So Morg just gets a push just here, which does leave this gap here now.
We do.
And here we go.
So we have a 2-die uphill, is that?
No, he's using the chainsaw.
Ah, that is the
This
chainsaw.
is
Oh,
it's broken armor,
and a KO.
and it's a KO. There's some chat that Matt is using Jordan's dice. Well, he's not. I think. He's had to use 2 or 3 rerolls.
Two so far. Well, that decision to re-roll the kickback was a good one. I mean, that chainsaw has
Yeah,
done
that's
its
a good
job.
point. He did feel the kick back on the chainsaw the first time. Chainsaws, loonies are those players that just eat your rerolls. I found that I've spent some games where I've not used rerolls on anything else except loonies.
Yeah.
So you either, your loony is either your best player or the cause of your biggest frustration in a game. In some cases, when you're a goblin coach.
Well, I mean, it looks as though it's performed admirably so far.
Well, this time it's worked. I mean, it's not over yet. There's still 3 turns left for the corn. But the goblins have the ball and also have another 3 turns. They could be going in 2-0.
Interesting positioning from that there, because
He's doing a foul.
but he has left the ball carrier
Oh, it's very exposed.
open for a surf here. Easy surf.
He's forgotten about frenzy. He's got overexcited.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another KO.
removal.
Another removal for the gobs. Some excellent fouling there, but I think that was a sending off. Was it? Oh no, he's dodging.
Was this a shadowing?
That was a shadowing roll.
Hilarious. with his movement 5 Bloodseeker.
That's what random rolls gets you on skills.
And it did nothing. Oh, well, 10 TV well spent there.
There you go.
So, the ball carrier is still very susceptible here. We have a lot of corn players being tied up though. And a 2 dice into a 1 dice. Lucky that was not a both down or a attacker down there, but he has now freed up the blitz to surf the ball carrier. But where is his recovery option, Tony? So we have this player who is going to surf the ball carrier, I assume. So he's just freed up the marker of this lineman, marked by you. So I assume that he's now going
Well, he needs to get his blitz marker so we can see. But is that the plan? You think he's going to go in here? And
that's going to be the plan, to blitz the goblin with that freed up lineman. But I don't see any reasonable recovery option. I mean,
what we do if he surfs in, then we don't know where the ball's going to be.
True.
So,
But well, I mean, I guess he's hoping that it's going to go into this area here in the top left of the pitch, and then you have that free Bloodseeker. But
that could be the. I mean,
desperation
it's
times.
desperation times. I mean, if we serve this, if this guy does get served, what's happened there?
I'll go back. The pause of the stream there, but hopefully everyone.
Looks like we're back. Yes, here comes the blitz. Here comes the blitz. So he's going to go in here and hit the ball carrier.
He's tagged. Why would you? Okay.
He's tagging the chainsaw to make sure that that he doesn't end up having a
2-9 into a 1-die now.
That looks like
defender stumbles. Why is he? Yeah, there. Yeah. Oh, so he's taken the POW.
He's decided not to use dodge. I think that's a sensible option.
Sensible decision there. And
I know he has. Yeah, he's gone down. He's decided not to use dodge.
Yeah.
And there's no armor break there either. So that's a good call.
I'm not sure. I would have allowed the player to have been pushed off. I mean, nearly all of the Khorne players have been activated.
Yeah.
So it could end up being in your favour.
But he got KO'd anyway, look. It was a stunty KO.
I'm just going to double check whether that was that so he POW'd the ball carrier, it scattered onto the gobbo.
Ah, right, okay.
So it was not an electing not to use dodge.
I think in that position I would still also, I would probably elect not to use dodge anyway.
I'm just going to have the camera moved up a little bit here, just so that we can see what's going on the far side of the pitch. Oh, so
we've got a chainsaw hit.
Chainsaw hit here.
The kickback doesn't kick back, and it's broken armor, and that's a stun.
That chainsaw has been worth its weight in gold.
I think that he might be getting a punch to the face from this guy in the next turn, though. But that's okay. I mean, if you're the goblins at this point, the chainsaw's done his job. If he makes it, I mean, he's getting sent off anyway. Oh, this is an armor break. Just a stun.
Just another stun. Starting to mount up now, though. You see that casualty box or that KO box for Khorne being very, very full.
If they don't get to opportunities to get these guys back, it could be a real problem in the second half. Even just to field enough of a team. At the moment, they're playing sevens.
Mm-hmm. So Matt looking to utilise his numbers advantage here.
I think that he's looking to go in 2-0 up against the drive. That's his. He's thinking here. He wants to turn this into a bit of a massacre. He thinks that he can make this a
Absolutely. I mean, why not go for the throw? You have a scoring threat in range. You have a few. I mean, do you even go for a pass here? No, I don't think it's probably that desperate.
Well, he's a goblin coach. He's going for a foul. That's what you want to do. Get in there, get the foul in, and he's going to do it.
Not broken arm.
No, that's not enough. Oh, we're having is that?
Oh, it is a
pass option.
A pass action. I did think you have a scoring threat in range. You have, a player that can get to the ball, and it looks like he is passing. So we have
that looks like a short pass.
A short pass.
Oh, he's going to do the rush.
Yeah. So,
I think he needs another one. Yeah, he's doing another one.
Here we go.
He's going to make it into
a
quick pass.
Up,
and it's a 4+. The Goblin is a 4+ pass. So he did the rush, and I think now he's going to do.
And a catch. Easy catch.
Pass is good. Does he catch it? The pass was 4+. This will be a 3+ catch.
And
He's caught it.
caught it.
Oh my word! That's unbelievably
What a play.
awesome gobbo play there. And he's
And
just
he
going to run in for the score.
scores.
2-0. Oh my word!
Wow.
Wow, 2-0.
2-0 on the corn drive.
No,
I mean, this is showing the
this is
Goblin BS, let alone Elf BS.
This is schooling. This is, yeah. I think the Goblins here are giving MoltenPhoenix a very warm welcome to Division 1.
Absolutely. This is a tough match.
Well, I don't know where you go from here if you're corner. You've got to get a score now. You've got 2 turns left. You need to get that score.
Or do you just go goblin hunting? You have
So far, 3 of 4 KO rolls have failed. He's got one back. Goodness me.
Well, things are not looking good for the corn team. So, I mean, here do you just try and do the rest of the league a favour and take out that troll, take out that sneaky git lineman, or?
I think at this point, you've got to go and try and just get a touchdown. Get a touchdown this half. Try and and then hope that Nuffle smiles on you in the next half. You get a blitz or something. I think he's got to rush that in 2 turns. Hopefully get. I mean, he's got 4 rerolls. It's not like he's not.
Mate, take the risk.
Take the risk. Yeah, you've got 4 rerolls. You've got 2 turns to use them. Let's just go mad. Go after it.
Or do you? I mean, when do you start thinking about longer team development and trying to get some SPPs on those?
I think you're going to have to do some of that as well. But I mean, with them all being randomly improved anyway. I mean,
yeah.
The chainsaw has been sent off. This is the prison, as it's been called here by Couchfest. So, chainsaw has gone to jail, and he probably deserved it. He did a lot of damage.
He did indeed.
But we'll see how we. I mean, we're only turned 6 in the first half. Maybe we might end up with a cricket score here at the way this is going.
So, but when you think of actually the costs of that chainsaw.
Very, very, very good value for money.
As compared as to actually the effect it's had on the game. Removing a Bloodseeker, sacking the ball.
Yep.
It's.
12 on the kickoff. Is that a pitch invasion or something other mental thing?
It is pitch invasion. Okay, so that looks like there's going to be 5 players stunned. D3 plus 3.
Oh, it's only D3, I'm sure. Oh no, and it's who decides. So it's going to be some goblins that get stunned.
Okay. Yeah, still my least favourite kickoff result.
Yeah.
And so
randomising 2 goblins getting done.
Yeah, okay. Is more going to go down to 2 stunned for Matt. Second. Two
goblins go down and they get stunned for the next turn. More still on the pitch. The ball's been kicked deep. I mean, it's gone very badly for Molten and the bloody fish.
It has indeed, but he does have his ball carrier back.
Well, that's small mercies. I mean, he didn't get anyone else back. He's going to be hoping to get the rest of them back at half time.
So, I mean, you have to go for it here, right? You have to ball, hand off, and just what's the technical term? Potato.
I think he's going to have to
run with that lineman at the top. Try to get that touchdown back, but no. We're first going for some
he wants
blocks
to do some
on
attrition.
the troll.
Oh, he's broken the arm.
Yeah.
It's just a stun.
Just another stun.
That, I mean, even that could have been a bit of a game changer. But yeah, I think you're right. I think he needs to come back here, get the ball, come back around this sort of direction here, maybe try some sort of handoff for this guy to just leg it, basically.
Or yeah, I mean, there's presumably nowhere near enough movement to do anything other than a pass here. Oh, miss does not.
Sure hands does the job.
Sure hands just does the job.
He's going for the rush.
The rush is. So makes one, presumably going for another to turn it into... Well, actually, I didn't know if that would change anything there.
He hasn't declared the pass. I think he's just made it so that he's moved as far as he can up here because he's going to want to try and get this handoff in. Oh, this is turn 7.
This is turn 7. There's no point in...
He needs to get a scoring threat.
Mm-hmm.
This guy needs to go there right now.
Exactly.
He needs to be heading off in this direction before you roll any more dice.
Yeah, you need your scoring threat established. And ideally, you'd
want to get another one.
Yeah,
ideally, you want to get another one. Maybe one of these guys to go around this way. Even if it's going to be a pass, you need to get some of these guys moving up the pitch because if he leaves this one guy going down this way,
very easy to tag.
He's just going to end up getting blitzed. But here comes the blitz.
Maybe this will be. Oh no! Okay, so he's blitzing with the scoring threat.
Yeah. I mean, it may be in order to free up this guy here, or anyway.
So who do we have left to activate on the Corn team though? I think this is the last activation.
Yeah.
No, I think. I mean, he gets the PAL, but I mean,
he's not in scoring range.
He's. So
I mean, he's got
to. You need to go with that player. You need to have something.
I don't think. I think he's given up on the score for the arc.
See, going for attrition.
I think he's just going to be thinking, right, well, let's try and. Oh, he's remembered to move his sound card now. That wasn't. Luckily, there's no illegal procedure rule anymore.
But I don't like that play from the Corn team there. I would have really tried to get the score back.
There needs to be something in there to try and at least have some kind of threat of getting a touchdown because now it's just going to. Well, you're going 2-0 down and you're giving the ball back to the Goblins in the second half.
Exactly. They can just sit with it. And even if it goes wrong one time, they've still won the game.
The Goblins are in an absolutely ridiculously comfortable situation currently, and they will be at half time now, unless something goes very, very drastically wrong for them in turn 8, like they lose the Troll and Morg. I just can't see. I can't see any reason for not putting a scoring threat in there.
I can't either. But maybe with enough attrition.
Oh, there's
always a possibility.
There's always a possibility, but yeah, that possibility isn't there unless you make it there. And
exactly.
In this instance, that there is no scoring threat, so I think it's an odd decision for me. Draw something with Mrs. Fez to say, please. All right.
Oh, I knew you. It's a hat. It's a hat. Another KO for the. Oh, jeez. Now, when we were talking about snowballing and boom and bust teams, this has really demonstrated it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have a few armor brains.
Just like Gary Neville.
The level of punditry.
Yeah, fair enough. I can't argue with that. That looks like a...
So, is that finally a removal for...
No, it's a stun.
Oh, another stun. running out of stun markers here.
The goblins just aren't going down at the
No.
moment. I mean, we've had one. We've had this guy, and that's this poor chap here.
You're still badly hurt, but yeah, we've had the fanatic go. The chainsaw has gone, but I don't think
4 KO players in the call box.
I do not think that matters. Goblins are sitting pretty right now.
It is looking very comfortable for the goblin team right now.
Is this a throw teammate that's happening here?
I mean, it won't. I mean, at this point, he's going to try and go for 3-0 at half time. So yes, I think it probably is.
I mean,
oh no,
okay.
We're still in this turn, but they're going to take out the scoring threat here.
Yeah,
It's a 3 dice.
it's a 3 dice, and
He's got the pow. He's got the pow.
or at least they're both down there, and
No mighty blow on that hit. So,
still not.
but there's just no time here. There's no time here, and
I mean, yeah, the best you can do is try and make the ball safe, but I mean, it's still within blitzing range, I guess, of that goblin that he's just knocked down, and throw teammate is still an option.
I think what he's doing now is making sure that Morg has to make at least a 4+ dodge in order to get a throw teammate off.
Mm-hmm.
By surrounding Morg, that's the thing, and also he's probably going to try and get blocking on him. Is that both down? Yeah, so that's not going to be enough to take Morg down.
Do you have to use a reroll here, right? Oh, wrestle.
Wrestle. Okay.
Okay, and a foul. You don't really have much to lose at this point. You need something to change the game. Yeah, I mean, looking at what's gone wrong for the Corn team this half, I mean, the first touchdown was essentially concentrating, I believe, too much on Morg, and then the second, you just had that troll hit that just completely opened up the path to get that chainsaw in to steal the ball from the ball carrier there. So, you know, shadowing actually did a thing there. But not again.
Not again though.
So another blitz on the ball carrier here.
Only a 1 die. Oh no, that was the rush by the looks of it. They're not using the blitz yet. The blitz is still to come.
With 2 die, but
if you do that, then he's going to need to do some kind of ball recovery if he wants to get the 3.
The troll is still prone and has not been activated yet.
Oh, here comes the blitz. Oh, here goes the final reroll.
Might as well.
Well, it's the last action of the game, of the turn, of the half even. So yeah, why not? He's got the power.
Got the power again.
I
think every time he's blitzed the ball carrier, he's powered.
Wow, I mean, that's not what. Oh, he's fine, isn't he? Oh no, this was a. Oh!
My word! No, surely that was.
No, this wasn't the corn gore. That was just a marauder, and he's an armor 8+. That is a.
Badly hurt. So yet another casualty for the goblins.
And he's caught it, which I think he wouldn't have wanted because there's now no opportunity
to score. But
there may be a fouling opportunity. I think is what is the.
I mean, I don't think things could have gone much better for the goblins this half.
I don't think they could. They had a very early setback with the fanatic being taken out, but ultimately the rest of it has all gone very much in the way of the goblin.
So, if you were in MoltenPhoenix's shoes, how do you find your way back into a game like this?
He needs to not get tilted. He needs to try and You know, just take every turn as it comes, every roll as it comes, every action as it comes, and just, you know, what's my next play? What's my next play? And just see if there's a way that he can somehow get his way back into this game. I think it's going to be a real challenge.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be very, very, very difficult. But things can change in Blood Bowl. We've all seen it. Things can change massively, and you never know.
And what's interesting as well is the fact that he still has 4 rerolls remaining. So it's not as though the dice have been going badly necessarily for the Bloody Fists. It's just that the Sneaky Gits have had really good dice and also have capitalised on some really good opportunities left open for them.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's been some positional plays that have been, very, very good from the Goblins. I think maybe that there was a bit of too much of an early focus on trying to take Morg out. Things have changed. Should we go and have a look and see what's going on around the grounds?
Around the grounds, so that is half time.
Half time here. The Lost Boys against the Herta Foundation, still 0-0. 1 casualty for the Lost Boys 2, by the looks of it, for the Norse. So that's Vampire versus Norse. We've got obviously the Bloody Fists against Matthew Sneaky Gits. That scoreline hasn't been updated yet. It's actually 2-0, not 1-0. And then we've got currently the Undernorn Warclaws versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 2-2. Very exciting match going on there.
Fantastic. So, I think we will go to an interlude, a brief interlude, whilst we set up for the second half. And we will in a few minutes.
Back shortly. And we're back for the second half.
Is there an around the ground thing?
We've already done around the ground, haven't we? So
Crack on then.
we can have a quick another look. It still
See if
looks
any
like it's the
scores
same
updated.
thing. Yeah, still 2-2 for the unknown walk clause against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Tampa Bay looking for a quick return to Division 1 after relegation last season.
Very unlucky relegation there.
Unlucky relegation where they lost out to the Bloody Fists.
They did indeed.
And that's where that promotion came from. The Lost Boys versus the Herzer Foundation in Division 1, the other match in Division 1 tonight. That's still 0-0. So, yeah, that's where we are with that currently.
KO rolls are being done now.
So let's get back to the match.
3 back.
That's going to be helpful.
That is very helpful.
For us, yeah. He needed a bit of luck there to get some of his players back in. I think really playing that many players down against Goblins, it can just spiral.
Absolutely.
Obviously, no weapons left for the Goblins, which will help. But Morg is still on the pitch. Rodros saying that he could still come back from this, just smash Goblins. He's right. Goblins can disintegrate very quickly. Anything could happen here. A blitz followed by removing a couple of Goblins, and you're right back in this. So I don't think that Molten Phoenix is completely out of this match yet, but he needs to get a better rub of the green in the second half.
Absolutely, and I think also you really need to make the decision as to, am I just going to doggedly go after the ball carrier here, or am I going to try and play sort of more positionally and just hope for an opportunity to arise? But when you're 2-0 down, I think you have to sort of go all gunslinging here.
Absolutely.
A pitch invasion.
Again, another pitch invasion, the second of those. What would you do as the Corn player in this situation? Would you be looking to go all out? Or would you...
I think you have to. I think you have to use. The Corn Gore is unfortunately off the pitch, but you have some block frenzy pieces in your linemen with movement 6. I think you just have to utilise those as to best effect. Corn aren't obviously a good dodging team, but you just have
They're not terrible. They're just as good as a human team, really. When you get down to it, we're not looking at they're not like Kemry. 3 pluses you can get 3 pluses, especially with 4 rerolls in
Well, we talk about him having the rub of the green. That has not happened. A pitch invasion, and 3 of his most important players are down and stunned.
Wow, it's just going horribly wrong here.
This is drastic and dire.
He needs it to go a lot better now. That was like Morg.
More blitzing on a Bloodseeker.
Well, he's only got a push, so I think I think Molten Phoenix will be sort of relieved there that it's not got even worse there with Morg taking that blitz.
I don't think it's quite damage limitation time yet. I think he can still try and get an opportunity for a blitz on the ball with some high risk play, but at some point you have to wonder if the thought's going to creep into Tom's mind about protecting those players for the next game.
Yeah. It's another stun, so that's 4 of the Corn team now stunned. I think his next turn is going to be quick.
His next turn is going to be quick, but you have this lineman at the top, and that could well loop in behind, pressure the ball. There doesn't seem to be an active attempt by Matt to...
I think he's got very overexcited now. There we go.
But still, you can potentially dodge through that.
This guy is just there to be served now. I think it's a race against time for the Corn, but at the same time, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You might as well just surf this guy.
Just surf that loop round the back. But maybe that's what he's there for, though. Maybe Matt is throwing out some of his sort of less expensive, less useful players as a distraction, just as how Morg was a distraction in the first half. Every turn that passes without a blitz on the ball carrier is just a step closer to victory.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know he's targeted making the playoffs this season with his Goblins. That's what his expectations are. So we'll see how he does. But
Well, I think if a Goblin team is going to make it into the playoffs, it will be coached by either you or Matt. I don't think we have too many experienced Goblin coaches in Division 1 aside from you two.
no, I don't think we've got any others. But I'm not playing Goblins this season. No. So if there's going to be a Goblin team, it's going to be him. Yeah.
So, Tom is selecting from his very few options here.
I think this is a command that Banjo Change just put up there. If you put exclamation mark rosters into the chat, you get to see what the rosters look like.
Yeah,
there's all sorts of funky tools that we've got on here. I mean, we can show you them ourselves when we
reroll
at the beginning.
Reroll here. As you predicted, a surf of that Goblin lineman, and
he's gone.
He is gone.
I even heard MATdub actually cheering that one. That's just been the dice. And then a double one on the injury
Snake eyes for the injury roll, of course.
Well, that's where you want to use your ones. But
sums up Tom's evening, really.
Yeah, he has managed that surf. And he's got himself behind the back here, so it's not... He's come around the back here, so this Goblin ball carrier is not brilliantly defended.
No, but you needed to rush there. You needed to double rush so that you were at least in base contact. Force them to do
make him roll the dice.
Rolls. Yeah.
I think that's the thing that we've so far seen is that we haven't seen MATdub forced to make a lot of dice rolls. There hasn't been a lot of dodge rolls made by the Goblins. There hasn't been a lot of those moments that you think, oh crikey, he's in trouble here.
Exactly.
And I think you need to put a lot more pressure on to make him roll them dice. And I think that's been a key sort of theme of the game so far, and maybe why it's gone the way it has so far. We haven't seen the Corn team put as much pressure on as I think maybe they could have done.
Exactly. So that was a 1 dice block on Morg.
He's got the knockdown.
He's gone down, and it's broken armour.
Has he got Mighty Blow? That's only broken armour with Mighty Blow.
He has got, with Mighty Blow, and Thick Skull.
Thick Skull keeps him on the pitch. Oh. Hang on a minute. I thought he used Mighty Blow to take it through. That's a question.
That is a question.
That's a question.
Let's confer there. I mean, that was definitely an 8 on the...
And it was a 10 on the armour roll.
It was a 10 on the armour roll. Yeah, I think the players are realising the error there. There we go. Yep. So that was.
So he is only stunned.
He is stunned. I see much lamentations of gnashing of teeth of the Corn coach there, thinking you've removed Morg.
You've got rid of Morg. No, he's got Thick Skull. He is a nightmare to get off the pitch. He's Morg. And so he should be for the expense.
For the cost.
I mean, he costs half a team.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, I mean, I really do think that if you're in this situation where you have such a hard hitter, heavy hitter, I think also potentially Mighty Zug, but not as prolific as Morg. You just tie them up the same way that you would with a Kroxig or a Saurus, something like that. And just hope that they don't remove that player.
Yeah, I think so. New commander to the sea. Princess. What does that do then, Dan? Interested to know what that does.
Do we want to know?
I don't know if we do want to know.
So here,
I think what we're seeing here is that MATdub is thinking, right, I'm going to go for the quick score, make it 3-0, and then just the game is won.
The game.
There's
is
no
over.
way that you're coming back from 3-0.
Again, there was a lot of of concentration of players on Morg. There was not much pressure on the ball carrier at all. Very easy for the ball carrier to break through the corner lines there.
So he has been the magnet, really, Morg, for all of those players, just tying them all up, using and there's not really I can't see any way really now that MoltenPhoenix can get through and just knock this guy down.
No.
If he could get, I mean, what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rush. He can't even get there with that guy, right? This guy here is a bloodseeker, right? So he's only movement 5, right?
No, he hit this alignment, so movement 6.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush.
No, you're missing a square there.
Am I?
I see.
Oh yeah.
That's been very cleverly positioned by Matt there. He can be based, but he can't be blitzed.
I really should bring my glasses for this next time.
So we are likely to see a score next turn, I believe. I don't see any reason.
I don't see any reason why he'd stall. I think there's no reason to stall now.
Mm-hmm.
Just take that third touchdown, and go 3-0 up,
Exactly.
and then you know the game is won. This is
in the KO box. There's only a sole lineman in the KO box for the Column team, so you're not even risking a huge amount by allowing them to have a KO roll.
I mean, they could do more damage to the gobs, but to be honest,
indisposable.
They're disposable.
Yeah.
I mean, the only player at the moment on the pitch for the Goblins that I think he's really worried about is going to be your troll here, with the block guard troll. That's his star of the team. Obviously, the other one missing for this match, also block guard, but he went and had a movement bust on the last game. So, movement 3 troll. Not great. I suspect he'll be visiting the Apo before the end of the season, being temporarily retired, so that he can hopefully get his movement back up for the following season if he chooses to take Goblins again.
Absolutely.
Obviously, last season it was Norse. Mid-table finish for MATdub last season, and he's decided that he's got a better chance with Gobbos.
Or just enjoys playing them.
Oh, there's that too.
I believe, I mean, if you're really going for the kill, I think that that push from the Bloodseeker, Bloodseeker has now left Matt able to surf the player carrying the ball here. So if you, in Matt's subsequent turn, there'll be a simple 1 dice block to get him onto the sideline, and then you'll have a 1 dice block to surf, free up the ball carrier and to score. Oh, Tom has prevented that now though with this player moving in. But
I mean, he's just going to do a 3+. He's just going to do a 3+ dodge and just run in for the touchdown, I think. Yeah, and then that's 3-0.
And at that point, I don't believe there is any sort of coming back from
No,
that.
I don't think so. I mean, have you seen enough from the Bloody Fists tonight to think that they can stay in Division 1, or do you think that they're going to be in relegation trouble perhaps by the end of the season?
I mean, it's all to play for. I think it's probably a bit too early to make those sorts of predictions. But I mean, Matt is a very strong Goblin coach. Obviously, he's had luck on his side tonight. There have been some errors, I think, that the Bloody Fists will need to improve upon, or to make sure they don't do those in future games. So overly concentrating on threats, and leaving opportunities open. But no, I think he could potentially stay up.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, you never know in this game, and you know, the likelihood is that there's only, I think, 2 relegated teams, so it's all to play for. 2 games in, we just haven't got a clue who's going to end up there, but it's going to be good and enjoyable finding out.
Enjoyable to find it out, exactly.
Obviously, then we've got the FB Cup going on at the same time, which is going to be great fun. you might have missed the announcement on.
No, I saw as I was driving over here. I am looking forward to my game. Silent Sparky, I believe I'm playing, so I'll be looking forward to that one.
Excellent stuff. With the Snotling ball suit going on, that's the special rule for the first round. I don't know if you heard about that.
I didn't see that, but I just for the folks at home, that is a third touchdown for the Gobos, and so that is 3-0. So we now have a situation where I think it's probably safe to say that we're going to have a Goblin victory tonight.
I think it's very hard now. Well, it was very hard before. It's not an impossible now for the Corn to come back from this, unfortunately. So, sorry, we haven't given you a nail biter here, Peeps. But you know, this is you never know with Blood Bowl what you're going to get.
Exactly.
This it's still been a great game to watch. We've seen some very, very high quality goblining this evening, which I know that those of you who've tuned in from Goblin Town would have enjoyed. I certainly have enjoyed the goblin shenanigans. But yeah, for the next one, maybe we'll get a closer match. Maybe we'll get another one like this. You just never know.
Never know, indeed. But I think Tom's doing exactly the right thing here. He's putting two players that he's going to run down the pitch, and will hopefully create two scoring threats, and just wing it. I mean, you never know. The kickoff result could be.
You could get a blitz straight afterwards. You could get the timeout. Anything could happen. But yeah,
exactly. So
it's never over till it's over. But this one might be nearly over. I think we're the fat lady's warmed up.
The fat lady is indeed getting her vocal cords ready. So quick snap, that will help get his players a bit further down the pitch. Is he going to create those scoring threats, or is he now just going for SPP?
I think what he won't want to do is end up with any injuries. I think he won't want to make any unnecessary risks, because they do have another game coming up. They've got another 10 games coming up potentially for this season. So it's a point of, well, can we try and make sure that we this one may be gone, but we want to make sure that we're fully strengthened for the next one to go again.
Exactly.
I know that. Well, obviously MATdub's going to be very happy with this result. It lifts him right up the table.
Probably into first place, I imagine.
It'll bring him up into the top half, because he did lose the first.
Oh, he learned this. Oh, sorry, I didn't.
He did lose his first game, so it'll bring him up into the top half. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good win for the Goblins. I think it's one that, if he wants to seriously challenge for the playoffs, it's one that he needed to win this match, but he's done so. By the looks of it, it's going to be convincing.
Yeah, a comfortable victory here. And in terms of future team development for both of these teams, what would you be looking for the Goblin team?
I think he needs his other troll back, and I think really the main thing is that you don't really need to do an awful lot of development with Goblins. Maybe you just keep scoring with one, see if you can get to the point where you could get a stat up, because an agility 2+ Goblin is unbelievably good. The rest of the team, you just want block guard trolls are great. Really, that once they've got that, they're pretty much as good as they need to be. I mean, if you can stick stand firm on it or something like that, or pro, it makes them even better. But you don't really need him to get any better than that. With your hooligan, he's already got sneaky git. He's finished. The loonies, they come complete as they are. I mean, some people like to put dodge on them, which sort of keeps them around a bit. Personally, I think a 40k loony is absolutely fine. Just don't let him get hit until he's done what you need him to do. So yeah, I don't think really there's a great deal of development that's required, because the more you develop on the Goblin team, the less bribes you get, the less star players you get.
Yeah.
I think Morg hasn't been the big hitter in this game necessarily. He's been there, but what he has done is he's really taken attention away from the rest of the team, and MoltenPhoenix has concentrated an awful lot on trying to keep Morg from doing what Morg does, and not really looked at what the other goblins have been doing, which has probably been his downfall.
Absolutely. And then in terms of the future development for the Khorne team,
Well, I think you need to answer that one.
well, I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm an expert with Khorne by any stretch of the imagination. I was knocked out in the semis last season, but I think that the lack of guard on the team is going to hurt in this season. We have some quite guard heavy bash teams. We have an orc team with both guard and defensive on the Black Orc blocker. So I think
has he got guard now as well on that?
I believe so.
Oh goodness, that's Nihangus' very, very good orc team. Very good. Have we lost the chat on here? This doesn't seem to be changing anymore.
No, I just think people might not be commenting.
Have we got no commentators? Fez, are you still there? Or are we just talking into the ether now? Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
They're still there. They're just listening to us natter on. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, guard is important on a Khorne team just because of all the frenzy, isn't it?
Absolutely. You need some pillars to anchor your frenzy around. And otherwise you frenzy trap again and again. You could go 2-die into a 2-die uphill. So yes, I think that the way that he's developing his team, though, I wouldn't be surprised to just see more kill skills on and just sort of for maximum carnage.
Do you think that he needs maybe to have more of a bench on the team, or is that not really necessary?
It is quite a sort of thin team, isn't it? With 11, with only the one Khorne as well. I mean, when you have basically one player or one player type on your team that is the reliable blitzing option with both Juggernaut and Horns and without having Frenzy, so you can blitz and then retreat back behind your lines. It is a choice to only have one Khorne. I mean, maybe to try and keep the TV low. That sort of seems to be the strategy, I think, with this Khorne team. Take randoms, hope for the best, and don't take the Bloodspawn. Don't take 3 of your Khorne. Keep the TV low. Here it obviously hasn't helped because you've run into a team which even has a much lower TV than yourself. But maybe try and induce some star players of your own when you're going up against the higher TV teams.
Sophie's just mentioned that he's drawn this Goblin team in the Cup, so he better get some recon done. Well, you won't have enjoyed what you've seen so far, Selfie. The Goblins have been absolutely dominating. So yeah, it does look like you've got your work cut out against them if you want to reach round 2.
What team does Selfie run?
I want to say Dark Elves, but I might be wrong. It might be Lizards or something.
Okay. Bring it up here.
I'm not in.
Oh, Lizards.
It is Lizards. Ah, there we go. Okay.
So
there we go, Lizards. Not terrible against Goblins, to be honest.
And with a Block Tacklesaurus.
Oh, Block Tacklesaurus. That could be a bit of a game changer.
That could be a game changer.
But I suspect we will be trying to broadcast at least one FB Cup match.
That would be, yes, yeah.
During the first round. Not sure which one, but...
Maybe we could even co-commentate on our next league game. You can point out my mistakes while I'm playing.
Oh, no. I'm not going to do commentary while I'm playing. If we play that game, if that game's televised, then somebody else is doing the commentary.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry about this. We've missed out on some action here.
It does look like
that is a handoff and some rushing. The Khorne is now going for a consolation touchdown.
There could be a consolation touchdown now. Yeah. Yeah.
So there doesn't seem to be a particularly easy way to blitz the ball carrier here. The Hooligans in
I
range.
think I don't think he's bothered. I think hitting 3-0 up, you just might as well let him get a consolation.
Protect your players.
Protect your players.
Long
You know,
term.
it doesn't. You know, I mean, he's thinking. I suspect what he's thinking is, well, if he scores one, I'll get the ball back and I'll be able to score back and make it 4-1. And ultimately, the game is already won.
Yeah, you just don't want your troll to be injured permanently.
No, like last time.
Like last time. You would prefer that your hooligan doesn't get injured. The hooligan does seem quite a nice piece, actually.
Oh yes, he's absolutely like the star of the show. The hooligan is an absolutely awesome piece.
So with both, sneaky get. Your
But
fanatic is safe.
he starts with dirty player, then you give him sneaky kid.
Mm-hmm.
But that being the case, you know, the hooligan is an absolutely awesome player. Unfortunately, they've basically made him banned from the Euro Bowl this year.
Oh, because
if
of the.
you've got a player with dirty player, you can't take a bribe.
I see.
So you can't take bribes on goblins if you're going to take an hooligan. Which, I mean, there's a lot of Euro Bowl hate out there at the moment for the rules. Just wanted to jump on that bandwagon. Not a fan.
Fan of the location though.
What the location? It's Budapest.
Yep.
Yeah, very interesting.
It's been and we've also had recently the World Cup location announced.
Absolutely, I'm a massive fan of that idea as well. I'm looking forward to going to Malta. In a couple of years. Hopefully you won't be able to take Morgan against me. Wow, it depends on how wide your TV is. Who's going to Buddha?
Oh,
I'm not going myself. Fez is going to Budapest for Dustbin Stag, yes.
And Morg has double sculled, failed the loner and double sculling, and he's only prone. Okay, that could have been
entertaining.
Yeah. I don't think it will change the overall result.
No, I think really that right now, I mean, he's not made any effort to get anywhere near the ball.
No. But here, so this is going to be turn 3.
I mean, there is still. No. This is turn.
My apologies. Turn 5. Sorry, I was looking at the score counter. Yeah. Okay. So turn 5.
You haven't even been having a drink.
I have not. It's just vodka.
It's just vodka in there, is it? Speaking of which, where's the service? It's bloody awful. I feel like Terry Wogan when, during the Eurovisions. It's like, where's my drink?
Okay, so now going after the troll. This is not what Matt wants to see. No, broken armour.
Broken armour. I'm not surprised. That's let's see if we can bugger this troll up.
Yeah.
Before
that has the.
Let's upset him a bit.
The marked man, the marked troll.
Bit salty. They'll go after the other one he cares about as well. Let's see if we can kill this guy.
I mean, why not though? I mean, if you're.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, why not? Well, for me, the reason why not is you want your opponents that he hasn't played yet to feel your pain.
True.
He's doing the rest of us a favour if he takes out the hooligan or that troll, right?
But so that's a score for Corn. So that's a solid touchdown for Corn there. Can he make it 3-2? But I don't know. I mean, if you're looking at a long-term league, if you see someone that you is on one loss already, one win, you think that you might be able to sort of catch them up, then why not try and cripple them going forward?
This could be the ICU is a relegation rival potentially.
Exactly. Or at least
Doglebro advising he'll be bringing the pain in his division, or are you going to Budapest? could be that too.
So if we look at the fixtures, so in the next round, the Bloody Fist will be up against the Harter Foundation, Norse, and MATdub will be up against the Solzenmund Songbirds.
Humans?
So the human team.
That was another promoted team.
It is.
Leave.
It is indeed. So I know maybe it isn't just Salt. Maybe he is trying to weaken Matt's chances against the team that he thinks will beat them.
It doesn't get any easier for the Bloody Fist though if they're coming up against the Norse next. That's Ronald Benio's team, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Well-seasoned Division 1 Norse team. Could be a very challenging game.
It was very interesting last season actually when I played against my Corn team against the Norse team. The frenzy everywhere, very sort of tactical. But actually, when you have 4 strength 4 pieces of armor 10, you can sort of win that
sort of
war,
fight. Yeah.
Provided you don't get an early removal against you. But so I don't know. I think the Corn might be slightly favoured in terms of matchup in that one. Unless, I don't know about the big guys. Big guys are notoriously unreliable anyway.
They are, but
the Yeti does have
the Yeti
claw.
has claw, which completely will negate that armor.
Exactly.
Armor 10 plus if needs be.
I'm just checking if the Norse does have a Yeti. No. Yes, he does. Yes. So it would be a real.
Has he got a mighty blow?
No. It is the Bloodspawn that has the claw mighty blow.
Yeah, but I thought he might have levelled him. That's what you get on him.
No. Sorry. But so back to the action here.
Oh, we
recover the ball, a hand off,
and that was a throw teammate. He's going for a
throw
teammate with Morg. He's just trying to make it another one. That'll be a 3+ throw. He's got the ballista, which he could use here, which is you can re-roll that at any point. And he has used the ballista,
yeah.
And it's a successful throw teammate.
What is the landing like? So yeah.
One more. He needs a 1, 2 or a 3, I think. Here, 2. That'll do it.
2 forward, and as long as he sticks the landing, I think this will be running for 4-1.
He's failed the landing. He's using the last re-roll.
Makes the landing. And is that a rush that's needed?
Yes, it is. He's He's doing the rush, even though he doesn't need it.
Does he need?
Oh, he's changing his mind.
You have this. If we just circle this player here, and then we also have this player here.
So are they in range?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rush to tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush to tag.
He can't actually blitz him.
He can't actually get the blitz in here.
This guy can only tag him. This guy can only tag him. So there's no need to make that blitz. I think
no tackle anywhere.
You're better off with the 3+ dodge.
With dodge.
A
1 in 9 is better than 1 in 6. So go for it.
So if he wants to make that touchdown, he can in the next turn. I think he's made the right decision there, not to risk that.
Absolutely. And Morg.
He was making a foul there.
Making a foul there, yeah.
But just a stun. I think MoltenPhoenix at this stage is probably going to be quite relieved that he's got away without losing more players.
Yes, indeed.
Morg hasn't really done a great deal, apart from proved a great distraction. So that's. I think when you look at how the two coaches have played this match, I think you can see where the difference has been, and the difference for me has been that Morg has been far too much of a distraction.
Absolutely, but I think MATdub has also used him very well. He's always been in the thick of it. He's always been targeting players basing players that MoltenPhoenix doesn't really want to get hit. So he's made him be that distraction rather than simply MoltenPhoenix concentrating on Morg to the complete ignorance of everything else. I think that's been very well played by MATdub there,
Yeah.
actually. Okay, so we now have the ball is based. Not sure it's going to stop the touchdown.
Not a great deal else that could have been done, really. I mean, he's done what he needed to do. He's based the ball, but it's going to be I think he's just going to make that dodge. Well, he's going to plan to make that dodge, and then
Exactly.
that's the
Tied up. So throw teammate proving very effective there.
yes, absolutely. Isn't it? 50% of the time it works every time. It's great.
So I think this is all that MoltenPhoenix can really do here is to try and inflict some pain, get some SPPs. I don't think it's really worth tracking another player back.
No, I think at this point, I mean, we've known the result for a while. It looks like it's going to be potentially a 4-1, depending. Although the Goblins have no rerolls, so it will depend very much on whether or not he makes that 1 in 9.
Yep.
Or if anything else happens in between. But yeah, at the minute it's looking good for the Goblins. Very good. And with very, very little pain.
Exactly.
He's had one badly hurt Goblin, I believe, and that's it. Both his secret weapons were sent off.
Mm-hmm. The troll is still alive.
The troll is fine. In the next game, he'll have his other troll back, be it only a movement 3 troll currently.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still worth having because he's block guard. So really, you just want him to stand in the middle. And I mean, it's a horrible thing to have a movement 3 troll. It's painful, but I think MATdub is probably a good enough coach to work around that problem.
To make it work. So here we have a POW. I believe that's
the
on
hooligan.
the hooligan.
Yeah, that's the
so that is
hooligan.
prime target.
No arm
through.
break. It'd make a good tree man, the troll. Yeah. Well, it's a strength busted tree man with really stupid now. So.
Okay, yeah, we're going goblin hunting in the last few
I think
turns here.
if he manages to keep his TV low, he won't miss the troll too much.
No.
And everybody moves at the same pace. It's the fanatic anyway if you're playing it right. So.
I do think the taking the fanatic out early on that uphill block, I think that was a very good decision.
It was a good start, and he thought at that point, wow, this could be the Corn team's day. You really did think that Bloody Fist might be on for a bit of a great start there, but unfortunately for the Bloody Fist, it didn't stay.
It did not stay that
going
way.
that way. The early removal of the fanatic, fantastic news. It does make you feel, well, hang on a minute, that's one of his major weapons that I've managed to remove, and probably one of the most dangerous. It can get off a lot of blocks in one turn, but yeah, having that come out first turn was a big
one also.
a big boom. But
Troll blitz there.
that's no armor break by the looks of it.
No.
Is he? He's going to do the dodge. He's going to attempt to score a touchdown.
And he makes it.
And he scores it. That's
So,
4-1.
4-1.
Wow. That's a bit of an amazing turn, that. Yeah, I think that was turn 8 for the Goblins. It must have been. Yeah, was that turn 8?
Yeah.
I think it must have been. So there will be just the one turn left, I believe, for the Corn team.
So that goblin has amassed 12 SPPs, I believe.
Well, he only needs another 6 then to get his potential stat up. So 2 more touchdowns in the next game, and that's him. And I'd be very, very concerned if there was an AG2 plus Goblin in the league. That is a scary thing.
That would, I think players might have to make good use of our bounty system there.
I think you might see a few more people taking tackle in Division 1.
Absolutely.
If that happens.
Absolutely.
Certainly that's one of the things that one of my guys are going to take. Beautiful Goblin domination there, Fez. Yes, indeed. There's been some excellent Goblin play going on here, and no small amount of luck, I would say, as well, for the Goblins today.
So just for anyone watching the stream that isn't aware of the bounty system, then you can in secret, so anonymously or publicly, announce a bounty on a player for another team. Particularly useful if you want to give one to the after the cup. Yeah. So players won't who are injured in a match won't be available for the cup game. So for example, if there was a strength buster or a misnets game in this match, they wouldn't be available if they played their cup match next. But they would be available for a bounty in the cup. But although I don't believe an injury that occurs in the cup would affect the league.
No, the cup is a resurrection format, so you can't claim a bounty if you injure somebody in the cup. Mm-hmm. Because the cup is essentially a res format tournament. The team you play is the team as it is on tour play on the day of the match. You play your team as it is there. You take inducements as normal, based on whatever your TV difference is, but you do not collect any bounties, and no injuries are lasting. So don't worry if you're a Division 3 coach that's been drawn against one of the big Division 1 teams, because it's a free hit. Essentially, you're not going to have your team all bashed up from your FB Cup match, and you might get a chance to induce something really fun. And you may
claim a scalp.
You may claim a scalp, and also you get to play somebody that you might not necessarily get to play in the league this season or next season or whatever. So yeah, it's fun, and there'll be a trophy at the end of the season if you manage to get that far. Plus, obviously, there will be winnings, which does affect your league team. So every round you get a certain amount of winnings in the FB Cup. So I think it's 20,000 gold pieces for the first round, so both coaches get that just for participating, and then you get another 20,000 for round 2. So it just builds up. You can end up earning a few more quid in the cup.
Absolutely. Replace that important player that if you need him for the semi-finals.
Absolutely.
So it's most worth taking part in.
Yeah, and it's free. You don't have to pay any more subs for it. It's all part of the membership fee that you've all paid already, so well, hey. And it's going to be fun with the Snotling ball suit going on as well, which is going to be crazy stuff. So do look up that rule. Basically, just means that the ball has a mind of its own, or you get to tell the ball where to go when you're kicking.
Do we know if the swag is going to be arriving in time for the first round of the cup? Or I know that it will almost certainly be here for the second round of the cup.
We think it will be here for the second round, but watch this space on the swag. We're not absolutely certain on when that's arriving yet, but we expect an update in the next week. So hopefully we'll have some news on that in the coming days.
And it's not dice this time, guys.
No dice.
Yeah.
You've got enough dice, but maybe we'll do dice next season. Mm-hmm. But no dice this season.
It'll be something that you almost certainly do not have and will prove useful.
Yes, that. Definitely, I haven't got it. I don't know anybody else that does, but I would like to have this particular item. So yeah, very much looking forward to it.
So here we go. Last turn. We have a pass
last
action.
Turn, let's see what happens.
Oh, makes the pass.
Makes the catch.
And again, 4 rerolls left for the corn team. I mean, that is.
I think that's does it? Do you think, looking at that? Actually, no. He's only got 2. These have just been.
Those are 2. Okay, 2. Sorry, yes. Okay, he's not removing them. He's flipping them over. Two rerolls left.
Been used. but still 2 rerolls left on turn 8, and there was 2 left at the end of the first half. So either he's got too many rerolls or he's not playing risky enough.
Yeah.
Would be my assumption there, because if you're going to have 4 rerolls, then maybe it's worth taking a few more risks and doing some more crazy plays.
Exactly.
Just to see if you can actually get something out of it. And he's doing the turn 16 foul there.
As it should be.
As you do. It's not going to be
a break.
Yeah,
well, good game. Well played to both coaches.
Well played both coaches. They shake hands. Excellent gentlemanly stuff going on there. Brilliant game. Very entertaining, I think. Shall we just quickly look around the grounds and see what's going on in the rest of the...
See how the other matches are going.
We've got 1-0 now. The Herzer Foundation have taken the lead against the Lost Boys, the Vampire team, Coleswood Vampire team, who might pick this season for the title. I was thinking that this could be Cole's season, losing playoff finalist 2 seasons running. Mm-hmm. I think this could be his season, but he's not doing it. He's not having a great evening so far today.
Absolutely.
And then the Undenon Warclaws taking a 4-2 lead over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Division 2. That was 2-2 the last time we checked it. So that the Skaven there with King Barrington taking a really big
a collapse of the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I don't know if we're going to have any further words from the coaches, or
would you like
either of you like to?
My coach was a bit stunned at the end. Just a bit stunned.
Any words from the coaches?
Oh, I hate goblins.
Thank you for that, MoltenPhoenix. But yes, thank you very much for everybody for tuning in.
And thank you very much for bearing with us for our first commentary experience. I hope we haven't been too annoying. I hope we added to the game rather than detracted from it. But thank you very much for joining, and there will be more of these streamed games to come. So bear with us and watch this space.
Yes. See you next time.